to DivaDollFlawless. In today's video, I have a beginner-friendly Cricut design space tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to utilize the Weld button. And it was necessary for this specific SVG that I purchased. I made these gorgeous layered paper flowers from an SVG that I purchased from April Olander of April Olander Designs on Etsy. And her software that she uses is actually for Silhouette. I'm not familiar with the Silhouette software. I specifically only work with Cricut Design Space and my Cricut makers. I do purchase tons of SVGs from Silhouette that I do cut out on my Cricut, and I had to basically teach myself how to do that. So let's jump right on over to Cricut Design Space, and I'll show you how to play with this SVG on your Cricut with your Cricut Design Space. Over in Design Space, start a new project, and then you're going to go to Upload so that you can pull down the image or the SVG that you want to work with. This is the April Olander layered flower that I purchased, and as you can see here, it's all grouped together as one layer. Okay, now because that little black square is black, I'm changing it to pink because on the next screen we're going to take a look at how this project would cut out if we were to make it right now. So the pink mat is going to allow us to see this. These are all the pieces that create this project. We do not want it to cut out like that. So click cancel. We're going to go back, and now we're going to start working with our SVG. Click all of this again, and then you're going to click ungroup. Now we want to work with these 4 pieces individually. You want to highlight each one, and if this project is capable of being welded, you'll see that weld will be black or it'll be darkened so that you can go ahead and click it. There's 3 pieces. This piece right here that I'm working on, we need to weld that. So we're going to go down to weld. And then the other 2 pieces that have all those little cutouts in them, they need to be welded. So go ahead and click that piece. You're going to click weld again. And then the last one is the one over at the top on the left hand side. And we're going to have to do this one twice. So you're going to highlight it. You're going to click weld. And then you will also notice if you accidentally move something, just go ahead and click undo. That's why I clicked the undo button. You're going to notice that when I weld this piece right here, our layers instantly decrease. That means that we're creating this to be one single piece to cut out. Now, if you notice the 3rd layer and the top layer, I need them to be together because that's a part of the same portion of the rose. So click weld, and now we're going to be left with 4 layers, which is what exactly what we want. So always pay attention to your layers panel because it's going to show you what you're working with, what you have, and what's going on with each one of those pieces, whether they're going to be cut, drawn, or so on and so forth. So now that that's taken care of, let's go ahead and change the pieces to what we want them to be cut out in as far as colors. Now, the 2 parts that you see here, you will notice that I'm changing them to yellow. That's just a reminder to myself as well as to Cricut that I want those 2 pieces to be cut out in the same color. So Cricut is going to group them together on the same sheet of paper in yellow. Those are going to be the overlays or the glitter part that you saw. And then the leaf portion, I changed that to green. And then the other part, I'm changing that to red. So now we're going to select all. Right here, you would actually save your project. If you're not doing this for the first time, if you are doing this for the first time, you want to make sure to save. After you save, then you click make it. So now we have our 3 mats. We have our red, our yellow with the 2 pieces, and then we have the green, which is the last little leaf layer. You can put whatever paper you want on your mat. This is just Cricut reminding you that you said you wanted this piece to be a different color with a different sheet of paper. You could also save this project and then use the snap mat feature on your phone to cut these out as well. Now, all I did here was simply just select all and group them together. And I'm just showing you that it did not change anything once we go to make it. But the purpose of selecting all and grouping them together is because, as you will see, April has this set at a set size. This is where we will size it, and this is how we will size it so that everything is resized and it is proportion. So select all, group it together, and then click save and then make it. Okay. So there you go. You see that it's all resized. Everything's perfectly fine. Click cancel, go back again, click save if you have not. If yours still says untitled at the top like mine, then you need to click save. And when you click save, this is what shows up. So you go ahead, you name your project, and you're good to go. And that's it. That's how you use this SVG. That's how you check your work. That's how you group, and that's how you weld. Now I'm going to show you what I created, a small project that I created with these, and I'll show you the adhesive I used to glue mine together. All right, my loves, welcome back. Now, one thing I forgot to add in that tutorial is that you can have Cricut cut out multiple roses so that you're not doing all this work for one rose at a time. All you would need to do is when you resize it to whatever size you want. This one is 1.5, this one is 2.5. So I resized it at 1.5, took that grouping and I duplicated it. And then 2.5, I duplicated it. And then I click save, make it, and Cricut is going to sort everything out on the mats for you. The only thing you need to be mindful of is whether or not you're using 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12 sheets of paper. So you just want to play around with that to see how many you can fit per sheet. Again, there's also the snap mat option on your phone as well if you wanted to go that route. Now here is the project that I used this on. This is a loaded tag, and I feel like April's rose just really accented this really well. I love how it came out. I just popped it up on some foam dots, if you can see there, the little foam squares, and added it to my project. As far as the paper piecing itself, you can go the liquid glue route like I did. This is what I use. This is my art glitter glue. This is from Amazon, and this stuff lasts forever. A little goes a long way. It does dry really fast and it does dry clear. So what you would need to do is just do a couple dots on the back of the glitter part and then press it down. Make sure you don't use a lot because you don't want it squeezing out, but again, it does dry clear. Or the other option would be to just go ahead and with the glitter portion of it, if you have like a Xyron sticker maker, then what you could do is just line these up on your Xyron sticker maker material and then roll it through and then take the backing off, and then your glitter layer is going to have adhesive on it and then you can just press it down. So that's another way to do it. I personally just don't mind using my art glitter glue. It dries quick, it doesn't give me any issues, and I use mine with a fine tip applicator, not directly from the bottle itself, and I don't really have any issues on that. It's just a matter of personal preference, and that's all. So if you all have any other questions, please be sure to post them below. I absolutely love this SVG. I still have to play around with a couple others of hers that I purchased. All of the links and any other information I can think of will be in the bottom bar, so don't forget to check that. And I hope that you learned something or got inspired some kind of way from this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. As always, and until next time, thank you so much for watching. Have a gorgeous day, doll. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.